Putin invited to join Trump's Board of Peace for Gaza. Kremlin says follow this page for more updates on international news. Russian President Vladimir Putin has been invited to join U.S. President Donald Trump's Board of Peace, the committee that will oversee the reconstruction of Gaza, his spokesman said on Monday. Speaking to reporters during a regular media briefing, Dmitry Peskov said, President Putin also received through diplomatic channels an invitation to join this Board of Peace. He said the Kremlin is now reviewing the invitation and hoping to get more details from the U.S. side. CNN has asked the White House for a comment. Later on Monday, the Belarusian Foreign Ministry said President Alexander Lukashenko also received an invitation to join the board. The ministry's press service said Minsk highly appreciates that the American side sees Belarus, and this is clearly stated in the text of the address, as a country ready to take on the noble responsibility of building a lasting peace and leading by example, investing in a secure and prosperous future for future generations. Lukashenko is Putin's closest ally and has been described as Europe's last dictator. The establishment of the board, chaired by Trump, is a key step in the United Nations-backed American plan to demilitarize and rebuild Gaza, which was ravaged by 2 years of war between Israel and the Hamas militant group. However, signs of discontent have already started to appear. Ireland's Minister for Foreign Affairs, Helen McEntee, issued a statement on Sunday warning that the body proposed by Trump would have a mandate wider than the implementation of the Gaza peace plan. The United Nations has a unique mandate to maintain international peace and security, and the legitimacy to bring nations together to find common solutions to shared challenges. While imperfect, the UN and the primacy of international law is more important than ever, she said in a statement. Greatest ever. Described by Trump as the greatest and most prestigious board ever assembled, the committee will include former British Prime Minister Tony Blair, Canadian Prime Minister Mark Carney, and U.S. Secretary of State Marco Rubio. Trump has also invited Israel to join the board as a founding member state, a senior Israeli official told CNN on Monday. According to the official, the invitation was extended to Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu or another Israeli representative on his behalf. It is unclear how many invitations have been sent out. The information about which countries and global leaders have been asked to join has been coming from the individual states rather than the White House. Turkish President Recep Tayyip Erdogan, Argentinian President Javier Milei, and Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi, and the Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orban also received invitations to join, according to statements from them or their offices. The U.S. Ambassador to India, Sergio Gore, said India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi was also invited to join. Some of the leaders, including Orban, have shared the invitation letters publicly. They show that, while Trump addressed the letters personally to the leaders, he was inviting their country to join the board as a founding state. Members of the committee will receive a permanent seat if they pay $1 billion, according to a U.S. official, who told CNN that, while there was no requirement to contribute funds to the board, members who do not make the $1 billion payment will have a 3-year term. All funds raised will go toward rebuilding Gaza, the official said, adding that there will not be exorbitant salaries and massive administrative bloat that plagues many other international organizations. Return to global stage. Putin's appointment to the board would mark an extraordinary return to the global stage for the Russian leader, who has been mostly shunned from international cooperation projects since.